achieve this objective, we should not rule out any option, including as a last resort, the use of force. Last year, President Bush announced his willingness to pursue a non-aggression pact in the laboratory. Dr. Hecker possesses extraordinary expertise related to the Contagion Subcommittee Chairman, Senator Brownback. The visit
is that it certainly was consistent with the way plutonium looks. The oxalate, perhaps some weeks old at least, the powder that is. The plutonium metal, not very old, because it would have picked up an oxide in that air in the jar. But certainly the general weight, the shape, and the density one can calculate, everything is consistent with it being plutonium. And something in there was radioactive because the probe went off. But I still cannot say, with 100% certainty what they actually showed me was plutonium. And I told them that. The other three things will be much faster. The making more, but for all intents and purposes, those fuel rods are gone.
Those 8,000 fuel rods are gone.
So they're out of the pool. So I asked them, of course, what did you do with them? They told us, they said, we reprocessed them. And we not only reprocessed them, but we reprocessed them to make plutonium metal. Compared to a remotely operated hot cell. You have not shown me anyone that I could talk to.
With a device.
That is the device that would give me any indication whatsoever that you can build a nuclear device. The response was, well, you saw our people at Yongbyon. From their technical competence, can't you tell? And from the facilities. And I said, absolutely not.
Into how many kilograms it takes to make a bomb, whatever kind of bomb, whatever kind.
So we're in the conference room, and they brought in a red metal box, opened that up, and inside was a white wooden box with a slide off top. They opened that up, and the inside were two glass jars, sort of like jelly jars, with a screw-on lid, tightly taped. And they said, this first one has 150 grams of oxalate, plutonium oxalate powder, certain chemical form of plutonium, which is one of the steps along the route after you've extracted out the uranium and before you get to sort of a stable plutonium product. So oxalate is a step along the way, and it was a greenish powder. The second jar, they said, well, that's the product. That's plutonium metal in this jar. And they said it's 200 grams of plutonium metal. See whether it's consistent with being heavy, because plutonium is so heavy. And second, since it's radioactive, it's warm.